Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Derek, and you guys already know what time it is. It is time for our Week 7 NFL preview. Detroit Lions at Dallas Cowboys. So these videos, I think on Saturday, just kind of chill, relax. I'm going to kick it behind the scenes and just do a kind of a talking head video today. So look at the matchup predictor here. This is ridiculous. 83.2% for the Dallas Cowboys and 16.7 for the Detroit Lions. I think it actually increased a little bit for the Lions. I'm not sure. Jared Goff go to the passing leaders this season. 186 attempts, 111 completions for 1,355 yards with 11 touchdowns and 4 interceptions. He didn't throw any touchdowns during that Week 5 game against the Patriots. Now, Dak Prescott will be back. It's already official. He will be playing in this game. So Cooper Rush stats does not matter. The rushing leaders for the Detroit Lions, 77 carries, 332 yards, and 6 touchdowns for Jamal Williams. Ezekiel Elliott, 94 carries, 386 yards, and 2 touchdowns. For the receiving leaders, it's good to see an actual receiver. I want to say TJ Hawkinson was our lead receiver coming into the Patriots. Josh Reynolds, 23 receptions for 335 yards, 2 touchdowns. CeeDee Lamb, 33 receptions for 409 yards and 2 touchdowns also. Now, people who are out, this entire list is out. I haven't seen this. This is the first time. I did know Chark was out. He's going to be out for some time. He might actually go to IR. Charles Harris is out. Ifitu Melifonwu is out. Matt Nelson and cornerback Bobby Price. Points per game. The Detroit Lions score 28 points per game to the Dallas Cowboys 18.3. Points allowed, 34 points per game. So it dropped down, a couple with the 29 that the Patriots scored. To the Dallas Cowboys, they only allow 16 points per game. Total yards, 423 for the Lions to 311 for the Dallas Cowboys. Yards passing, 277 for the Detroit Lions and 191 for the Dallas Cowboys. Rushing yards, 151 for the Lions and 118 for the Dallas Cowboys. That's a bit of a surprise. You got the, Tony Pollard and, Ezekiel Elliott. But still, we have more rushing yards than they do. Yards allowed, 437 to the Dallas Cowboys, 329. Passing yards, 269 to 208 for the Dallas Cowboys. Rushing yards allowed, 167 for the Lions and 120 for the Dallas Cowboys. Look at the last 5 games. The Detroit Lions, now we're in the season, so no longer is it preseason games or dating back to last year. The Detroit Lions are 1-4. This is encompassing the entire season. Their last win coming in Week 2 against the Washington Commanders. So they are on a 3-game losing streak, sitting at 1-4. Now, the Dallas Cowboys, who have not had a bye week yet, they lost their first game in which Dak was injured. They went on a 4-game winning streak and then lost this past week against the Philadelphia Eagles. So they are 4-1 in their last 5 games. So this is going to be pretty tough for the Detroit Lions to win this game. It's going to be tough in Jerry World. The Dallas Cowboys have, if I'm not mistaken, the most sacks in the NFL. DeMarcus Lawrence, I want to say, has 6. Micah Parsons has a handful. I mean, these guys, that front 7 eats. And I'm a little worried about our offensive line to see if we can stop these guys. They're going to have a DeAndre Swift. He will be, I believe he's playing. St. Brown will be playing as well, but what percentage will they be at? I know DeAndre Swift, the last time we saw him, I want to say was either the Minnesota game or the Seattle game, and he was a difference maker even at the 40% or 50%, wherever he was until he went out. So if he's in the game and St. Brown in the game, that's going to open things up. No DJ Chark, so no deep threat at all. But the Lions are going to have to keep the Cowboys. The defense they're going to have to do something. If the defense doesn't step up, then we're going to lose this game. We have to come up. Maybe we can get to Dak, get a couple sacks. Kaminsky will be back. That's going to be huge. Josh Pascal will see his first NFL action. And even in a limited format, that's better than what we have. Now, here's something that is kind of surprising. I put out a poll every week for you guys to vote on who do you think if the Lions are going to win their matchup. Obviously, this is a very biased channel. So the first couple of weeks, until now, the Detroit Lions were voted by you to win every game. After that showing in Gillette Stadium, this is the least amount of votes, and it was voted 57%. It got kind of close at the end to 43 saying that the Dallas Cowboys are going to win this game. And I suspect if the Detroit Lions can pull this off, that'll change. This game is very important for the Detroit Lions. Now, obviously, the Lions need to take care of business. That's the number one thing they need to do. Without a win, it doesn't matter. So here's why this game is so important and why I'm not ready to give up on the season. I tell you this all the time. The season is much too short. We have plenty of time to talk about the woulda, shoulda, what if, right? The draft, that is our Super Bowl. And my channel is actually did better in the offseason than when the actual product is on the field. That's how much hope that we put in the offseason. But I'm not ready to give up just yet. All right, and here's why. So the Panthers are en route to the number 1 pick. They are 16th in the NFC. Now, I want to preface this by saying the Lions have to win. If they don't win, it does not matter. But until I forgot what team, the Panthers. The Panthers lost to the Rams last week. That put the Panthers in the 16th position. They are last in the NFC en route to the number 1 pick. The Lions are currently 15. The Saints lost. They have an extra game, 2-5. The Bears play the New England Patriots. The Washington Commanders play the Green Bay Packers. Now, if the Detroit Lions can win their game against the Dallas Cowboys, they will go to 2-4. All right? If they will then leapfrog the Saints because the Saints have more games than they do, therefore they have more losses. Now, if the Lions lose, they'll probably stay exactly where they are. Unless the Carolina Panthers win, and then they go up. I don't know if they're off or not. Then they go up to 15. So it's a battle between these two. But this is why it's not over yet. If the Lions can win this game, Saints already lost. They'll leapfrog them, so they'll wind up in 14th place. The Bears play the New England Patriots. If the Bears lose and the Lions win, okay, because the Lions have less losses, then the Lions will shoot up here because the Bears will have more games and more losses. So the Lions will shoot up here. If the Green Bay Packers beat the Commanders will be 2-5, and we own the tiebreaker against them anyway, but they'll be 2-5, so it doesn't matter. Therefore, we will leapfrog them. Now, here's something. This is why I love this. I love numbers. I love the fact that it's not over. So we go up here. We got the Cardinals, Seahawks, Falcons, Packers, and Rams. Now, guess what? The Packers are the 8th seed. They're 1 spot out of the playoffs. The Rams have the last spot in the playoffs. Now, remember, if the Lions win this game against Dallas and these two teams lose, the Lions would leapfrog these and be right under here, the Arizona Cardinals, putting just, okay, at a 2-4 record heading into week 8, putting us just 4 spots out of the last spot. That is why I'm not ready to give up on this season just yet. However, they have to win games. If they don't win games, none of this matters. So let me know in the comments below, who are you picking to win this game? I cannot pick the Lions. I've done it before. Figure if I don't pick them, maybe they win. But just because they keep on letting me down, I am not going to pick the Lions to win this game. Could they win? Yes. Do I hope they win? Of course. But we all know what happens. They lose to teams they should beat, and they beat teams that they should lose to. I do think that the Lions are going to beat a team that they should lose to, a la the Arizona Cardinals of last year. And really nobody had us beating the Green Bay Packers, even though Aaron Rodgers played half of a game. And we were beating them before he sat down. So let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Lions win this game. It's a big deal. It can give Dan Campbell his first road win in Jerry World against the number one team in sacks and probably get a big monkey off his back. But let me know your thoughts down below. We will see you on Sunday.